So at that point, let's continue. Let's continue the video of the first one. So I'm sitting there in Pompano, Florida, Fort Lauderdale. But what happened is I was homeless too, right? Because I came down there looking for a hotel, but I just realized I never been to Florida. So that put me, the hotel very expensive. So that put me on the street. That got me walking around Fort Lauderdale. Miami was warring. So at that point, when I went to the apartment, I said, $360. I got to be with HIV. I said, ain't that discrimination to put a HIV and leave people healthy, right? So it must be a setup because just remember, Fort Lauderdale got hit by the hurricane, right? Okay. So evidently, when I came back to New York, I found out they got the same shit in my hood. Lincoln Place, right? Brooklyn. I said, wait a minute, that's discrimination. Why the person never said that? Because they was waiting till what? The Florida people come up. You know what I mean? From the place that got the HIV. You know what I'm saying? Because to cover your HIV from the dead mosquitoes, then the mosquito will eat you up. It is no bug spray can help you, right? God, you run around with dead flesh. That's what the dumb nigga never tell you. When the drug dealing bitch connect to what? A drug dealing man connect to office work. She never said nothing, right? Okay, because she know that was coming up, right? And if you look at it, for the last 30 years, let's go back, what the nurse was doing, right? That's why we put a whack in their ass. More dirty shit from my, you don't have no right to hold back my dad paper, right? This is not your family. We from England, right? Okay then, you own England billion of dollars in New York. We just got an investment here. The bitch hoe don't own nothing at this point, right? Okay then, do you understand? Don't own nothing, right? Because nobody don't hold back somebody's passport, his bank account and his paper. My dad got whack of 42. What you holding it for? You have to be doing something more than that connect to immigration in the neighborhood. That stupid nurse, right? So let's go back to the office drug dealer nigga, the dumb nigga, he know I'm talking about, that got a clean woman that working food stamp. In that 30 years mark, she got to be doing something else, the same thing as the nurse, right? Come on, player. You don't run around with a clean man and work in an office, a dirty man in the street doing the negative shit like electricity shit, right? Okay, so you have to be doing more shit than in that 30 years. Now, if you ain't decided to give up your pussy for the next 50 years to whatever man you pick, you should have never been in the drug dealing business, right? So if you decide to just what? Get a job and walk around, get a college degree, some bullshit like that, okay, it's bullshit, right? You should have never have no drug dealing man, right? You don't have an excuse, right? Okay, so evidently when she got one, she's not clean. She had to be doing a lot of shit, right? That little black monkey hoe with no string, walking around with a big ass beside the party, right? Now, years from now, of course, she ain't got no weight power. You know what I'm saying? So evidently, it's the same thing what I'm saying, right? To the nurses, them, they had to be doing a whole lot of shit in that 1983 when they whacked my dad, right? And a big fight to the hospital. I wouldn't care what enemies a man have. His family does not got nothing to do with what his passport, his bank account, and his pension, right? Okay, but if you own him billions of dollars, that's usually correct that, right? And then look at that. From that 1983, you got drugs. You got a drug heifer. They didn't know nothing about my dad. Trust me, they did not know, right? What happened is they run into it about 2000, right? When they figured it out, right? That his dad got whacked. And that's what bringing him from Florida jumping in with the same old young person jumping, right? Okay, because they know one thing, like the same as Pompano and Fort Lauderdale. If you go over to Hollywood, if you know what I'm talking about, from Fort Lauderdale, that little bridge, right? It's white people there. Houses done fucked up, right? Bunch of drug addict offspring, right? You know what I'm saying? Got different names. That's how they got here, right? But you gotta understand this business. How would you get a discrimination on which side who got HIV and which side they don't? It's way impossible, right? So what they done did, they made the American black with the HIV. Same thing what they do here, and put the white chicks don't. Well, they have it too, right? Because they're American. But in Florida, if you look at Florida criteria in Pompano, everybody know it. Don't lie, nigga. Okay, you just noticed I was there. See, I was walking around. That's how everybody pinned me out, right? I was walking around in Hollywood. I was looking for an apartment, right? But I run into the HIV, and I was telling the person, well, why you got HIV over here, but you got Pompano over there? They don't have it there too? Well, why make them better than you? I mean, that's discrimination if you didn't know. That's like a white bathroom and a Negro bathroom, or a healthy bathroom and a healthy elevator, right? Okay, so you can see what's the problem, right? What kind of shit is that in a great country? Everybody is together. It's simple as that. But you got the same shit running in New York. And guess who's sitting behind it? Yeah, the drug dealing bitch connected to the drug dealing asshole. So she's a terrorist the same way. Because you don't go have a drug dealing man have a PhD if you wasn't. If you wasn't planning to give up your pussy, right? Why would you get a drug dealing man? Right? Okay, then if you plan to give it up to who you want to give it to, well, you shouldn't got a drug dealing man because you just a terrorist like the same as his ass. Why get a drug dealing man so you can handle his money? Yeah, and cover his track and look for him? Well, you ain't got no power. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no power because why would I get a fucking drug dealing? If I work in an office, why would I get a drug dealing scumbag to boost up my economic? If you work to the hospital, you can get a job anywhere in the world, same as the cop, same as the fireman, anywhere in the world, right? Right? You could get it. You could walk in Atlanta, Georgia, come in New York, have hospital experience, walk in the door, right? They give you a job, right? You don't understand the experience. That's the street. A hospital, a fireman, and a police officer can walk around anywhere in the state of the world. Even Africa get hired, right? From America, from Britain. Everybody know that's the most powerful job. But the hospital is the most powerful, right? Okay, then. So would you be a person sell drugs connected to that? Right? You're getting a good pension, right? The city can't deny you health care. They got to pay you your money and good pension before you retire. But if you got somebody who robbed my dad, right? You get what I'm trying to say? So that's the answer to it, right? Because he could have go from, like my dad, I always answer that question, why he didn't go back to England. But I don't understand what would he need at that point. Years he was needed his pension and his money, right? He needed that. He ain't going, nigga, he could have just leave England and we would have went home. Even the whole family said the shit. A lot of family in England said the same thing. Birmingham said he could have just left. Right? But you got to understand this business. Nobody's not leaving the fucking pension and the money they put in, especially in the hospital, right? When they could have just ditched him his money, pay his ass, and got on the road, right? Okay, that's the same as right? So now the drug dealer and the clean woman with housing got a hand in that food stamp shit, right? It's same like Weiner, toast a nigga in jail, right? Now, the same thing, how I say, right? Because if she sells drugs and she cleans and she thinks she gonna give up a pussy, listen here, playboy. We're not gonna send the bitch to the easy jail with the gay person, right? We ain't gonna send her there. It's too hard for her. You know what I'm saying? Some bitch licking a pussy and like, no. We're gonna send her to the man jail, which is easy, right? Because let's look at the criteria of the power of hell. Bitch, you selling your ass to anybody else, you use somebody, right? You're working in office. So the man jail is easy for you. But time they serve your black ass up with a big ass from the first floor down in 6 months and rape your ass. Trust me, that's not even rape, right? Because she gonna come out and she ain't gonna kill herself. She ain't gonna get on drugs, right? Because she's strong. She's a strong black woman that worked for the city that destroying people's life for 30 years, right? We don't give a shit how old she is, right? Because nobody tell you get an education, get a drug dealing man and destroy a lot of people's life, right? Okay, but we got something special for you in hell, right? Because when we send you there to the man jail from each floor and each night for 6 months, first thing she ain't gonna do, she ain't gonna holler rape, right? Because everybody gonna be fucking her. And she can't say, well, they can't do that. Prisoner is run by prisoner. Keep what I'm saying. Prisoner is run by prisoner. That's the whole state. Do you understand? Owned by prisoner. not by no state. No,